Coming up moments from now, the venue in the heart of downtown New York City. The Bucks taking on the Knicks. For Milwaukee, it's been a disappointing first half of the season. Can they turn things around? Starting with the win tonight. Knicks, Bucks on 2K Sports. Welcome, folks, to what promises... to be a great Tuesday night of the NBA. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Jalen Brunson.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor. And it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Washington out there with Banchero. Then there's Payton. Then there's A-Train. And it's Brunson in at the 1 spot. And for the Knicks, Antetokounmpo out there with Tatum. Then it's Payton Pritchard. Then it's Alperen Şengün. And it's Junior in at the 2 spot. Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the years with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
You know, Giannis just entered his 30s, Coach, but he's already an all-timer.
He sure is, Kevin. Look, if his career ended now, this guy's still one of the best we've ever had in this league. Unfortunately for the rest of the league, he's still got a long way to go in his career, and they're going to have to deal with him for a long, long time.
Greg, over the last 9 seasons, the Bucks with the second most wins in the regular season.
I mean, a dominant run to be sure. And not to mention the franchise's second ever title back in 21. Those are things you can never take away.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there. Tatum looking around. Pass to Şengün. Shot clock at 6. Offensive rebound. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
Yeah, Giannis is a big man. One that can gobble up those boards and make you mad.
Now here's Payton. It's deflected and stolen by Junior. Giannis outside. Sinks that one from the post. Antetokounmpo's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
A towering presence. Antetokounmpo uses his size to his advantage down low.
Brunson outside. Back to Payton. Over Junior. Payton can't get it to go. Knicks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Pass to Pritchard. Now Şengün. Banchero grabs the board. The Bucks trail. From deep, Brunson. The shot, no good.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
That one goes in.
Yeah, Tatum can be pretty slick with his dribble moves, putting the defense off balance.
Here's Brunson. Here's Banchero. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson.
just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Yep, that one goes in there. Antetokounmpo's got 9.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Back to Brunson. Launches it. It's rebounded by Şengün.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pritchard passes to Şengün. And it's a great finish! Oh, my. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off. What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. For the Milwaukee Bucks, they come in off the loss to Brooklyn.
Yeah, what we saw in that game and what you see around the league is a questionable dependency on the triple.
That shot, the 3, is very volatile. On games when it's falling, you can beat anyone, but when you're leaning on it and you go cold, tough sledding.
Giannis will take on any defender. Nice finish that time.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Break in the middle of a season like this, what possible road bumps could teams run into?
Well, I think it's important that players not fall into that trap of looking too far ahead, right? This is when it's important for a team to stay focused and be in the moment. These are the dog days of the season.
And let's go down to a list of players you can't leave open under any circumstances. This season's most accurate small forwards from the field. You look at Washington, 4th in the league and as consistent as they come.
And that tells you about their ability to slash through the defense and get to the hoop effectively. I mean, because you have to be getting a lot of layups to have that kind of a percentage.
Yeah, as a wing, it can be hard to hit your shots at a high rate. I applaud this group for playing smart basketball.
An important part of Banchero's game, the ability to hit that 3.
Pass to Pritchard. Washington against Şengün. Here's Junior. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Bucks trail by 8. Pass to Banchero. It's all about Antetokounmpo. And here is Tatum. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle spots for the Knicks.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnover.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnover.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Giannis Antetokounmpo talked about what keeps him going. He said the most important thing is to stay humble. At the end of the day, I realized that I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm just happy, and I always want to be better and do better for my team. And that's what gives me joy. Back to you.
You know, you got to respect that mindset. Allie, we appreciate the report. And there is some news coming out of Minnesota. Let's get the update from Shams Charania about the Timberwolves. Shams?
Thank you, Kevin. I'm told they were able to land Jaylen Brown. It's not every day you can add a former Finals MVP to your roster, and most of the time, those guys are locked in. Such a dynamic force at both ends of the floor. Brown is clearly someone who elevates everyone around him. I'm told they're very excited to see what he can do on their roster.
Thanks again, Shams, as always. Filipowski, he's checked in for the Knicks. Lopez, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Sam Merrill comes in for Peyton. Here's Tatum. Takes it off the glass. Tatum's got 6.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Brunson against Pritchard. Lopez sets a screen for Brunson. Over Pritchard. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 11. And it's Junior missing. Here's Merrill. Out to the right wing. Brunson against Pritchard. And that one's good. Brunson.
Overall, this quarter, he's getting good looks, and he's taking advantage.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Connects from three-point range. He's got 9.
Well, Tatum is rightfully as confident as they come from deep. He saw that look and didn't waste it.
And Carroll with the screen. Merrill gets the bucket.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Giannis kicks to Tatum. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Lots of layers to it, Coach, but what is the best part of Jason Tatum's game, in your opinion?
Wow, now that's a tough question, Kevin, because this guy can do it all. I would say what the best part of Tatum's game is he can create whatever shot he needs at any given time. He's got the ball handling skills and the shot-making ability to get where he needs to go and then finish the play. Well, of the many things about Jason Tatum that make him an elite player, I think his composure is underrated. This guy never lets the other team get under his skin, and that is rare.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Podziemski's coming in for Junior. And it's Russell in for Pritchard.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
And it's Banchero missing.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go through it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Tries from 10, and that one goes long. For the New York Knicks, they come in off a good outing against Toronto. Prince the pass to Banchero. Now here's Lopez. The Bucks working the ball around. Prince in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark. The Knicks leading by 8. Russell dishes to Tatum. Takes a shot at the elbow, and he drops that one in. Tatum's got 13 points.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Now, here's Banchero. Guarded closer. Over Sohan. It's rebounded by New York. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, in that one, their rebounding was the difference. Big disparity between the two teams.
Yeah, their guys really got after it on the glass. Sometimes that's the difference maker between a win and a loss.
Here's Merrill. Hero from long range. And Tatum pulls it down. Pass to Russell. .109 left in the first. And another turnover here by New York. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Earlier, I spoke with Mike Brown. Coach and I talked about the ways that Paolo Banchero is used on offense and how his defense will respond. He said with Paolo, he can deploy in any area of the floor and be effective. Personally, I think he's the most dangerous at the elbows, but he can go to work anywhere. You have to know where he is at all times. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thank you for that. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Bucks trail by 10. Here's Collier. That one's in. His first shot this game.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here's Tatum. Nice move. And he sinks the layup. Tatum's got 15.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
23.
Hero against Russell. Now, Hero. D right on him. Lopez, a screen on Russell. Over in the corner, Banchero. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the scoring so far for the New York Knicks. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. We come back right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
Yeah, this defensive game plan is working very well, putting constant pressure on the offense and forcing a lot of mistakes.
We've got Brandon Pajemski. Junior's out there with Jeremy Sohan. And there's D'Angelo Russell, and it's Wagner in at the center. They're the group New York will start the second with. Now, Hero, scoreless thus far. Still a ways to go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
You look at Washington. He's going to need to leapfrog quite a few great shooters if he's going to be a part of the three-point festivities in All-Star Weekend, but maybe he can do it.
I mean, anything's possible, especially if he has a few big games from beyond the arc before All-Star Weekend. That can give him a nice bump in the voting.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more and as we get closer to the three-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
Here's Antetokounmpo after Tyler Hero's bucket. Giannis kicks to Junior. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Outside Hero. There's a screen by Washington. And again, the turnover by the Bucks. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Bucks. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Phoenix Suns. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
And guys, nothing can cure your sorrows more than some home cooking. This team has been in a rough patch of late, so this homestand probably coming at just the right time.
Sam Merrill, he's checked in for Hero. Giannis is double. Russell from long range knocks down the three ball. Russell's got the lead up to 13 now for the Knicks.
Well, smart play by Giannis. He knows he's pulling the defense in on him, so he moves it back out.
And it's a foul called on Mo Wagner. That is his first foul of the game. Şengün's checked in for New York.
Into the lineup for New York, number 28, Alperen Şengün.
Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. 6 on the shot clock. Washington with the screen on Russell for the three. And it's Washington missing. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. This is the most they've led by 13 points. Now, Junior. 17 points for him last game against Toronto.
Yeah, and the effort on the boards last game gave them that many more chances.
Here's Collier. Pass to Washington. And again, the Bucks miss.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Now, Giannis, defended by Payton. Antetokounmpo passes to Şengün, and that one is good.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. The Knicks making a switch here. Richards checked in. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Brunson's checked in. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to A-Train. Pocket 6. Back to Brunson. It's hauled in by Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And stolen by Payton. Out to the right wing. Every coach has their own philosophy, but Stan, you were telling me that it might not always align with their team style of play.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think there's a difference between philosophy and style of play. And I think what you have to understand, philosophy are those immutable things that you think will win games regardless of the style. So that'll never change, but your style has to be fitted to your personnel.
And he knocks down the first one. He hits both from the stripe. The Knicks leading by 13. Antetokounmpo with the ball. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Raptors in Toronto.
Yeah, and I thought he was locked in defensively. I think he had like 3 steals on the night.
So it's the Bucks now. The Knicks making the shot. Pass to A-Train. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
He gets that one.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Washington, that's good.
Oh, what a find. The ball just comes out of Brunson's hands on time.
Pass to Pajemski. Here's Antetokounmpo. Inside. Here's Şengün.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
At the line.
What's up?
1 shot.
The free throw dropped for Şengün.
Competitive, selfless, and a high basketball IQ. Şengün with the traits every coach loves.
Pass to Merrill. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Merrill's got 5 now.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Now, here's Şengün. He's covered by Washington. And the double up Antetokounmpo. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brunson.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end. Just 5 on the clock. Antetokounmpo passes to Şengün.
Really left alone that time. Pajemski's got his first 3 points of the game.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the three at almost 60% for the game.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. The coach needs a moment to talk things over. This their first look at this year's New York squad.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year they came out on the losing end.
Some changes. Brook Lopez is checked in for Washington. Paolo Banchero comes in for Peyton. And it's Prince in for A-Train.
Paolo Banchero. Taurean Prince.
Pritchard against Brunson. Poke loose. And here's Junior. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. And a fast break now for New York. Here's Pajemski. Brunson covering. Here's the break. Here's Junior. And Junior throws it down.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
You know, Stan, there are so many things to like about Giannis Antetokounmpo's game. What sticks out most for you?
Well, look, I think, Kevin, most fans are going to say what sticks out is the obvious. His size and his athletic ability. But to me, what really stands out is the energy and intensity he brings on a nightly basis. As much or more than any star in this league, you can count on him every night to play as hard as anyone on the floor.
Now, here's Banchero. 9 points in the game so far. Shot clock at 5. For 3. 4 for 9 from the floor with that miss. The Knicks leading by 18. Now, here's Junior. He's got 5. Pritchard passes to Antetokounmpo. And here is Şengün. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, there's some old school to Şengün. The pump fake fits right in with his game.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
For your Knicks, Dave Asher.
Milwaukee, he's checked in front of Kumbo, and it's Jason Tatum in for Junior. The Bucks also with the sub. Tyler Hero, he's checked in for Sam Merrill.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. So, as a coach, during this long season, how do you keep your players engaged?
That's a great question, Kevin, but I got to tell you, I think it comes more to the players than the coaches. I think as a coach, you try to be consistent. You're always a little worried about fatigue. You've got to be concerned about the work and rest balance, both mentally and physically. But the players just have to be professional and get themselves ready to play on a daily basis.
Now, Hero. Right now, he's averaging 11 points a game. Brunson outside. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Hero, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. The NBA has style. Commissioner Adam Silver said this is a unique league. It's also a lifestyle brand. There's a strong association with music, fashion, culture, and also art. And the way to grow the sport is to appeal beyond those who are hardcore basketball fans. That's where our success has come. Guys?
Yeah, but we sure love those die-hard fans, don't we? Thank you, Allie. The Knicks making a switch here. Sohan's checked in. Outside Tatum. Milwaukee with the rebound. Banchero's got his 4th rebound in this one. Hero from long range. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for New York. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Shot by Podziemski, no good.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option now.
Back to Prince. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Hero, no good.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Outside Tatum. And the Knicks miss again. Bucks trail by 21. Here's Prince. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Tatum against Brunson. Tatum passes to Filipowski. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, we see this every night now. Tatum has become an excellent playmaker, a point forward in many ways.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 7, gets the 14-footer to fall. Brunson's got 9.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Here's Tatum. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And sometimes, Stan, lost in everything he has done for his team, Jason Tatum is one heck of a playmaker.
Yeah, Kevin, I think what happens to guys like Tatum when they come into the league is because he can score the ball, and that's such an important skill, we tend to focus on the scoring. But Jason Tatum has become a better playmaker in his time in the league. He's become a better defender and a better rebounder. This guy excels at everything. Well, look, what makes Tatum special is he helps you in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and on the glass.
Now, here's Banchero. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
Yeah, and look, he came up huge defensively, grabbing 4 steals during the game.
New York, no good that time either.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Prince finds Banchero. Lopez sets a screen for Banchero. Pass to Collier. Banchero with the screen. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's the New York Knicks riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. And we'll be right back after this.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the New York Knicks.
They're clicking offensively, making the right decisions, and of course, making shots.
And they say it's a make or miss league, and that's mostly true.
Let's turn our attention to the three-point shootout and highlight some of the top candidates.
I hope we get to see all of these guys expand the field if you have to.
Yeah, just get a center or a power forward in there. The game has evolved. Us big guys need representation.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
In those first two quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Reminds me of the good old days. Feed it to the big and let him work.
New York leading by 23. Heading underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Jalen Brunson out there with Gary Payton II. Then there's Washington. Then there's Banchero. And it's Castro in at the 3 spot. Here's A-Train. And stolen by Junior. And here we go. Fast break. Junior's got it. Tatum no good. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting about 42% so far. Payton kicks to Brunson. Pass to Banchero. That 3 off the mark.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Over to the left wing. Now, here's Washington. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 5 assists tonight.
Oh, great awareness from Brunson. He draws the defense and able to kick it out for the open 3.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Junior. A rebound by Washington.
That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors, starting off the second half with 3 straight misses. Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Here's Şengün. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Paolo Banchero. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
One shot.
Free throw, no good for Şengün.
And if you're looking for a big that locks down the middle, Şengün is your guy, a very effective player.
Now, here's Banchero. Jason Tatum grabs the board. Tatum's got 8 rebounds in this game.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Lets it go with a 3. Milwaukee with the rebound.
This is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Banchero finds Brunson. Back to Banchero. A shot that time, not on target.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Outside Tatum. Şengün with the screen for Tatum. 5 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
Yeah, it's basically a layup line. You're not going to win many games if you can't offer more resistance than that.
Talk all we want about their passing, but from three-point range, these point guards have been filling it up for the past month. The 4th spot held by Jalen Brunson.
You know, if there are no other options available, any of these guys can just step back and knock down a triple. Great backup plan for any point guard to have.
And when your one can hit threes himself, makes the offense so tough to stop.
Payton passes to Castro. Here's Washington. Great defense that time from Şengün. Here's Junior. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Junior's got 7.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 9. Just 5 to shoot. And Pritchard pulls it down. New York's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
Seems like every night Giannis is having his way with other teams. Tonight, another big scoring.
Brunson kicks to Banchero. Trying to end the drought. Knicks with the rebound.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Now, here's Junior. Brunson covering. Now, Junior. He has 7. Rebounded by the Bucks. Banchero's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Brunson kicks to Payton. Pritchard against Brunson. And he gets it to go. He's got 11.
And Brunson recognizes how to execute inside. The D must be more physical with it.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Tatum down low. Brunson covering. And here's Antetokounmpo outside.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
A-Train can't get it to drop. Here's Junior. They get it back. The kick out to Tatum. No good from the wing.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
There's a screen by Washington. Lets it fly from 18. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Junior's got his 4th rebound in this one. Back to Antetokounmpo. New York, no good that time either. Payton with it. Now defended by Şengün. To the middle. And then Washington with the dunk.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
New York leading by 22. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
And new group in for the Knicks. Lepowski, he's checked in for Şengün. Jeremy Sohan comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Podziemski, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. And it's Russell in for Pritchard. The Bucks also changing it up. Brook Lopez is checked in for Banchero. Sam Merrill comes in for Gary Payton. And Hero subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Russell. Fires from 14. The rebound by Tyler Hero. Pass to Washington. Here's A-Train. And the three off target.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. Still hasn't gotten one to fall in the court. Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Now, Hero to the paint. It's intercepted. And even 3-on-3 break. And the dunk by Sohan.
Wow, Sohan just erupts off the floor for the dunk. A reminder of how athletic he is.
Here's Hero. Right wing. Pass to A-Train. And stolen by Junior. Second shot opportunity. A-Train pulls it in. A-Train's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Well, his team has the lead, but this has to be a bit of a concern for him. The shot isn't falling, and it's been a forgettable night. That's a fantastic feed right there. Kicking it out for the good look. Plays like this really help team chemistry.
Now, here's Junior. He's got 7. He's off on that one. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Merrill. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And another thing they've been doing all game long is knocking down the three. Shooting has been a big part of their game plan tonight.
And the first one drops. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for the Bucks. And so Merrill nails both of them. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Pass to Junior. Six to shoot. Looking to end his cold spell. The Knicks have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Free throw good, Junior. Collier, he's checked in for Sam Merrill. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Well, the Bucks shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. Stan, we know Brook Lopez is revered as a teammate for his contributions both on and off the floor.
Well, Kevin, I think that teammates very quickly kick up on guys who are unselfish both on and off the floor and care more about the team, the group, the community than their own accomplishments, and that becomes immediately obvious with Brook Lopez.
Here's Collier. The Knicks making the shot. Lopez finds Washington. Filipowski grabs the board. New York's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Count it, good.
Knicks lead 74.
Milwaukee has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Pass to Lopez. Lopez sets a screen for Washington. Back to Lopez. Hero on the wing. Shoots. Money from the wing.
Well, Hero is extremely versatile. He can score from any spot on the floor.
Russell looking it over. Over Lopez. Russell, no luck. On offense, here are the Bucks. 1:29 left in the third. Pass to Collier. And the 3-ball is good. Collier's got his second basket of the night.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Now, Junior. And count it from 19 feet away. Junior's got 12 in the game.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now, here's Washington. He's got 12. Pass to Junior. Good D by Lopez. Milwaukee has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them.
Well, he brings the heat. Hero giving the people what they came to see.
Hero against Russell. Pass to Junior. And so it's the New York Knicks holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today. As we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Tatum. Filipowski's out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Russell. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Tatum finds Giannis. There's the triple. He makes his 10th basket of the night from the field. He has missed 2 shots from the floor.
Well, look, it's big trouble for the defense when Giannis is hitting the three-point shot. There is no stopping.
79-54.
Banchero, right side. Pass to Merrill. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Tatum passes to Pritchard. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Pritchard's got his first bucket of the night. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Tatum from outside. Trains the three-pointer.
Well, the defense was a little soft. He felt free to take that shot.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Softly drops in the floater. Antetokounmpo's got 24.
And Giannis can look like he's made of steel the way he ignores contact. Are we sure this man is human?
Pass to A-Train. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Every aspect of Giannis's game showing tonight, just unreal.
Pass to Merrill. And here's Banchero. Stan, what advice would you give to coaches that are leading a struggling team?
Well, Kevin, I think the number one thing, whether you're leading a struggling team or a team playing really well or anything in between, is to just stay consistent. Keep working on the things that you know over time make teams consistent. Go out and talk about those things day in and day out and try to get your team to focus on those.
So it's the Bucks now, following the three-point attempt by Giannis. Banchero, a screen on Russell. Merrill, Filipowski grabs the board. Filipowski's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pritchard passes to Antetokounmpo. Nice move. Giannis dunks it down.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
Payton looking around. Banchero, a screen on Antetokounmpo. Pass to Collier. No good from outside. The Knicks have gone 5 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Back to Tatum. Top of the key. And again, it's New York.
Well, very few guys take advantage of space in the mid-range like Tatum. He's an assassin from that area.
Pass to A-Train. Trains it from beyond the arc. A-Train's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
New York takes timeout.
Let's go, New York. Put your hands together for your Knicks 7th spot. For your Knicks 7th spot, give it up for.
In for Kyle Filipowski, and Reggie Jackson subbed in for Pritchard. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Sharch is checked in for Banchero. Maxi Kleber comes in for Payton. Okoro's checked in for A-Train, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Sam Merrill. Milwaukee on D. Outside Jackson. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throw? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Over to the wing. Out to Sharch. Pass to Okoro. 5 on the clock. Here's Collier. And a miss there on the triple. New York's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Tatum down low. Covered by Okoro. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Milwaukee ball.
Milwaukee's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Here's Brunson. Pass to Collier. Charge a screen on Russell. And here's Brunson outside. Giannis grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 15 here tonight. The 3 from Tatum. It's rebounded by Brunson.
Well, and after making just 1 triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
And how about capitalizing there in close? Saric has the touch to take advantage from just about anywhere.
Now, here is Russell. Russell sets a screen for Antetokounmpo. Back to Russell. A 3-ball. The rebound by the Bucks.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Pass to Sharch. Now here's Brunson. Sinks the three-pointer.
This is the player that Brunson has become. He's capable of carrying the load offensively on any given night.
Wagner against Saric. Outside Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Tatum. Shoots over Okoro. And the basket by Tatum. Tatum's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, we've come to expect this from Tatum. Just so good at taking over games all by himself.
Cleveland, no good.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
Tatum with it. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does.
How do you even come up with something like that? Giannis is an artist.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play. Brought to you by AT&T. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Here's Collier. Kleba kicks to Brunson. Down low and stolen by Wagner. Here's Tatum. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. And with all the talk about load management, coach, and player participation, what about getting rid of players fouling out?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of getting rid of players fouling out. I do like the idea, and I think Scott Skiles was the one who brought it up, Kevin, of taking like the offensive fouls and just having that be a turnover, like the illegal screen or a charge, and not charge that as a personal foul, where honestly you end up being punished double.
Here's Collier. Pass to Prince. At the elbow, Brunson over Russell. And the Bucks miss again. New York's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Going inside, and Junior throws it down.
He saw his chance to earn some camera time there and took it.
Rocking the rim with some major force.
I mean, the defense basically gave that one to him.
And stolen by Junior. And the layup's good off the glass. Junior's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run. For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Now here's Brunson. It's tipped and stolen by Wagner. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Tatum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Launches a 3. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from 3.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for New York.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Giannis.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
Jeremy Sohan's checked in for Antetokounmpo. The Bucks also with the sub. A-Train, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Both good from the line that time. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth. And here is Tatum. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Stolen by Prince. Here's Collier. So no problem for New York as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Oh, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
All right, thanks, guys. D'Angelo, some great basketball tonight. Talk about the winning habits this team is forming.
Keeping it simple on the offensive end, limiting our errors on the defensive end. I think that piles up. We stay solid throughout the whole game. Just simple, man.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg.